If your retirement plan doesn't begin until your knees give out, until your back hurts, until you can't take too many steps at a time because of endurance, because of just overall health, because your feet, because health problems have taken over your life, then you have given up your golden years for something that looks completely different than what you had intended. And this is the biggest shame that I see in those who have dedicated their lives, the best years of their lives, to a job that's not going to remember their name once they are gone, to an industry that may not be around forever, while also not bringing their best to their family, their love partners, their children, their best of friends, and the people who will remember them and would appreciate more quality time. So I say this not as a way to inflict guilt on people who have done the American dream, got married, had children, gone to work for a company and dedicated 35 years of their lives to retire, get the gold watch, and move on. There was a time and a place for that. But that time and place also took into account true work-life balance. You weren't available 24/7 through phones, computers, devices, screens. You were not expected to be on call 24/7, 7 days a week, 368 hours a week. You weren't. You went to a job, you did your work, you left, and you had a wonderful family experience when you got home. You had energy, you had healthy food, you very often were surviving on a one-income family with a very comfortable life. This is not the life that we live in now. And yet, so many of the things that we assume about retirement are very much antiquated to that time period, to that way of thinking. That is what I am bucking against, right? Bucking against working myself to the bone and always being exhausted to where I can't enjoy my family fully. The money's not enough to justify the loss of years and the loss of quality time. And then I'm not bringing my best to the people that mean the most to me. That's not okay with me. That's not okay with, I think, a growing generation of people. And that makes me excited. It makes me excited that people are opening their eyes to the realities that this antiquated retirement system isn't what it used to be. When my grandparents retired and had planned their entire lives for this retirement and for the life that they were building beyond that retirement, there was still life left. There were still adventures to be had. They had the money, they had the resources, they had the time, and they had a plan. That is not the case anymore. Now, what I see more often than not is those retiring have become so broken and so tired and so just full body fatigued that the first years of their retirement are not given to adventure. They're given to recovery. So let's say you retire at 62. So it's not until like 67 that you're in 65, that you're in even any condition to even do anything because you're tired. You get home with your new gold watch and you sit down in your recliner and you can't move. Nobody wants to come to you because all of your people have busy lives. When we reach retirement age, our children are of the age where they're very busy. They've got kids. They've got careers that are taking off, they have very full lives. And we know that because we were there at that age too. So, as someone who wants to retire at 47, I'm considering this retirement age and not wait until I'm 62, 65, 67, 70, 72, 75. It's not about not working. It's about prioritizing the people in my life that are really important and making sure that I am giving my best to them at all times. So, all that to say that if you are of a mindset to wait to start living your life until you don't have any life left, until your knees have given out, until your hips, you need a hip replacement, until your feet have just ache all the time, you're doing it wrong. If your joints hurt all the time because of the life that you have given to a company and not given any life back, I want to encourage you to do something different, to think something differently, to shift your mindset into a retirement age that still gives you some golden years left. And by golden years, I mean some good years, some prime years, some beautiful years. Golden hour is the most beautiful time of the day. It's not dark. It's not yet the end. It's this beautiful middle place where retirement can happen while you still have life left. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Retirement while I still have life left. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. And that's what I'm sharing here today and multiple days. So join me, won't you? In developing a new mindset of what retirement looks like. And hopefully changing a generation